Niggas say they winning, well my niggas they winning too. Niggas say they spinning, well my niggas they spinning too. Big body bands, whenever we spin through, nigga we winning. Ain't shit that y'all can do. I pop me and pill it go crazy. 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 Niggas say they winning, well my niggas they winning too. Niggas say they spinning, well my niggas they spinning too. Big body bands, whenever we spin through, nigga we winning. Ain't shit that y'all can do. I pop me and pill it go crazy. 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 Can't do this, can't be lazy. No, I ain't dropping Miss Daisy. Young nigga, no wavy. I got a sauce, gotta pay me. I hop out the drop. Do my dance like a pop. I would've thought. Ain't about to get top. I'm loving the bot. I'm dodging the cops. Say fuck all the odds. You know I can't stop.
Yeah. That was my God. That was my blood. 9 Bands, man. 9 Bands in the motherfucking house, man. He doing this thing straight out of Far Rock, New York. Doing this thing, man. I've been trying to get a lot more music from him. He been telling me he gonna flood me with some, so we're gonna stay patient. We got some tracks from him, though. We got a lot more tracks from up-and-coming artists. This is Talentedones Podcast, man. This is a super podcast where it all go down now. We say what people can't say. We do what people can't do. And we just basically do what we want. I want to get into more just giving y'all content, just to give y'all, because I like to talk, clearly. It's a lot of things that's going on. I have this is Richard Young, the owner of a lot of things, We got Rich and Tasty's all natural fruit juice blends. We have Richard Young clothing. We have Richard Young custom luxury watches. Sometimes it be so much though that I'm doing that, I forget the names of this shit. The names don't come as fast off the head because I be, I'm working on these shits as I'm telling you. Like, you know what I'm saying? This shit is for real. I take this shit for real. So, I have to sit there and be so much. I got to sit there and be like, oh, yeah, I got the juices. I got the clothing. I got the watches. And I got the podcast. You know what I'm saying? That's 4 different situations that I'm doing at the same time. I'm giving the same type of love to, all of them. You know what I'm saying? I treat it serious. So, with that being said, I do need a lot of help, We don't beg people for help. We just pray to God for help. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to start with the podcast. The podcast is one of my things I wanted to do. I love to talk, you know what I'm saying? I like to have real conversation. I like to say what I want to say on my platform. And it just, we're going to build a platform, for talented people. And this could be your home. This is going to be, a home's a lot of people to express their talent, to express what's really going on. And it's going to be on. And we're going to dish this out to all major platforms. So, like any other platform, I'm just saying, this is your home and you're free to do what you want. This is the ultimate barbershop talk. But, you always got to watch what you say because, like I said, we're not going to be the only ears. It's not just like, you're going to feel like that. But for the most part, this podcast is going to be on all major platforms. A lot of people are going to be listening to it. I'm going to be promoting it. A lot of interviews coming up. My next interview, I don't like to talk before it happened, but we already kind of got it locked in. Hopefully it go through. We got Young Truth, Sugar Hill, Harlem in the house. Young Truth. Nigga sound like Nas to me. He fire. I always like to do. I used to actually work with the dude, doing a little job with the dude in the school, and he was a cool, mellow dude. He actually got a nice following himself. People tune into what he say. I spoke about, I spoke about something like this to him, so this is not nothing far-fetched. Anything that I'm doing is never I just wake up out the blue and just want to do something. It's like I've been had that everything that I do had been in my head for years, for at least years before I actually started doing it, just prepping it, whatever. Young Truth was always a good dude. He sounded like Nas to me. Not to dwell on it because he's nice. That's a compliment to me saying you sound like Nas. I don't want people to buy into, oh, that's another Nas. Nah, it's just, some people sound like people. He does it without trying to sound like Nas. It's just, can't help it. Kids sound like Nas. He fucking nice. I be, just off that and his personality I be wanting to hear more. Shout out to Young Truth, man. Coming out of Sugar Hill, representing Harlem, representing the Bronx as well. You know, he'll be up here real soon. We're trying to get him up here at the end of the month, after the holidays, after the Thanksgiving. Ask him some questions. Just get in tune to who he is. Maybe he can spit a little freestyle. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to get to it. I got the questions and everything ready for Young Truth. Be ready for you, Young Truth. So, Truth, if you're listening to this, man, shout out to you, man. I believe he dropped the album not too long ago. Y'all got to check him out. Young Truth on IG. I can't wait to have him up here so we can give him his whole rundown, give him his flowers, and let the people know what's going on with him. But right now, I feel like I just need to give y'all some insight on who I am. I did it before. I didn't like the noise in the background. I was in a different place, and the noise was kind of crazy. I don't edit nothing. This is how real this podcast is. I don't edit nothing, man. So like even I gotta watch what I say. I don't know how to edit nothing right now. Yo, that's how real it is. I don't know how to edit right now. And I'm keeping it so real with you, bro. So this shit is just raw, authentic. Ain't no stopping nothing. You watch what you say. This shit gonna be out there. So, but we gonna get better on everything, I promise. But I'm a person. I don't let nothing stop me, man. Whatever I want to do, I'm going to do it. Whatever I want to do, I'm going to do it, man. You feel me? I told people, we all want our presentation to what we want to do in life or whatever. We want our introduction to be legendary. Smoke, lights get dim, candles, a big boom sound, intro music like a wrestler. But that's not how it go. If you're serious about something, you gotta sometimes you gotta jump out there, man. And it's not gonna look nowhere near pretty how you envisioned it. You know what I'm saying? I started making custom one-on-one, not even one-on-one, just watches in general. But I do make custom one-on-one watches. I started making watches in 2020. This plan been on my mind probably since like 2016 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And I just jumped out there and it wasn't even ready and still not fully ready. It's so much that I'm doing. So we're going to keep it at what I'm doing right now. We're going to close the doors and focus on what we got on the table. So, I wanted, I had, in my life, I was fortunate to be able to have 2 Rolex watches. One was a gift, one I purchased on my own from prior life that, I used to live. You know what I'm saying? But we all legit. We don't do none of that no more. We 100% legit. And, I never sold it because it was a trophy, man. And I've been messed up a couple of times when I could sell it and use the money, but it was like a trophy, man. Like I did some things, man, this is well over the statute of limitation too, murder or nothing. But I did some things, man, to put my freedom on the line for that watch, man. Not knowing how stupid it was, but I did it. You know what I'm saying? And I noticed it was stupid while I'm doing it. And when everything was done, I noticed how stupid it was. And I said, yo, at least I could do is keep this trophy. I almost got myself in, you know what I mean? So I kept the watch and I have it to this day. And I'm actually going to modify it. Type shit. Might take the head off and put my head on for my watches, whatever, and just super modify it. It's a presidential 18 karat Rolex rose gold watch, plain Jane. So we might just modify it and put some Richard Young shit on there, So I love Rolex. Rolex was my first watch. My uncle was the first one to actually give me a two-tone Oyster Perpetual Rolex as a gift. I didn't know what it was, He gave me the watch, and he was like, yo, be careful with that on your wrist. Your friends might not know what it is. I was like 20 years old. Yeah, I'm 32. That's why I'm old. I'm an OG. Yeah, I'm an OG now. I'm 32 now. I don't look nowhere near 32. I look 24, probably a little younger. And he gave it to me, and I didn't know what it was. I just threw it on, like fuck it. And he told me that what it was, and he told me the value and shit like that. And he was telling me, to be careful with it on. My friends may not know what this is, but people his age know. And his exact words was, they'll take your arm with the watch. That was his exact words. And I was just like, oh shit, like, coming from the hood, we think everything that's valuable gotta have some type of shine to it. So that's how I used to think coming up. If it don't have no diamonds on it, this watch had not one diamond, but it was worth all that money, and it was heavy. You know what I'm saying? What I mean by that is it's heavy. It speak for itself. You know what I'm saying? Not one diamond on it. I didn't care about it. I'm like, nigga, this shit ain't got no diamond. Nobody gonna care about this shit. But I definitely learned. I never got into no confrontation over it, but I definitely learned what I had in my possession. So that's how I fell in love with watches. My uncle gifted me a Rolex. Later on, me getting myself into some type of, situation after, bought my own. And that's how I started, basically. And I just love watches from there. Just, I don't know. I just love watches, man. It's a little deeper than that, but we're going to save it for another time. But I love watches, so I might not have a chain. I might not have nothing, but I might have me a watch. So that's what it is, man. It's a lot going on, man. Harlem. They just killed Alpo Martinez, man. Uptown, right in Harlem. Right in the hood, right on 8th Ave. He got shot in front of Patrick's place. Car crashed on 147 by the precinct. And he died. 5 shots. Alpo, it's crazy, man. I started to do some homework on Alpo. Not to dwell on Alpo, but I started to do some homework on Alpo. Alpo was a real dude. Yeah, they're going to be mad at me for saying that. Yeah, he did. He told on the DC niggas. He did bad. He killed Rich. He did bad. Like, on them angles. They're not taking that away from him. But you got to listen to the stories from before he was a rat. Like, I didn't know that. Like, see, not mind, we hear these stories, we just think Alpo just straight jumped in. He was born into Rich, fucking AZ and himself. You know what I'm saying? We don't hear where he started from. That nigga started from 105th, Killer First, man. I'm over there all the time, so I hear the stories. And before all this uptown shit, Alpo was that dude in the hood, man. That dude. Your favorite drug dealer, whatever your favorite drug dealer used to do in the hood, whoever used to get the money in the hood, whoever used to get the bitches in the hood, that was Po on 105th and 1st Avenue. Superman over there. Facts. He was Superman over there, man. And that shit, like, when I got those stories, I'm like, damn, man, like I like the dude, man. Like, when he was, before he told and shit, like, that's the type of dudes I look up to, too, man. Like, women chasing him around, supposed to give the ladies $800. This is back in the 80s. Poe giving you $800 to let you hit. Let him hit. Now, listen, we're in a time where females are giving it up for $40, $80. Poe giving you $800. Poe was taking them down, man. Knocking them down. You know what I'm saying? And there's another cat from there, too, named Randy Love, man. Straight savage. And I don't know Randy Love personally, but just the stories. Randy was a savage. That's who raised Poe. Poe's name came from how crazy he was. It said, what it is, the saying is an old saying. You on dope or dog food? And they be like, nah, that nigga on Alpo, that nigga on dog food. It's just a saying that mean you crazy. That's where he got his name from. It's just crazy. I went, shout out to Sub-Zero. That's where I get this information from, though. Let me stop act like I'm an uptown nigga, home 41st and Lennox. But, I do my homework. Shout out to Sub-Zero, man. Sub-Zero from Killer First, man. 105th, and he give you some real insight on his podcast. Shout out to Sub-Zero, man. I lock in with him, man. You know what I'm saying? But when you get that insight on Poe, you be like, damn, man. Poe was a good dude, man. And before he told, Well, we're going to leave it there, man. I want y'all to tune in with me all the time, man. Keep tuning in with me. It's going down. Richard motherfucking Young. We doing our thing. Tap into me on Instagram. The Real Richard _Young. Click the link in the bio. Shop worldwide shipping. Get 30% off or get free shipping, man. Discounts available. Holla at me. Man, stay tapped in. We gonna holla at y'all on another note. I love y'all. Be easy. Clap me out.